Let's start with next chapter, chemistry in everyday life. The first topic is drugs and their classification. Now, what are drugs? Drugs are chemicals which are used in treatment of particular diseases without affecting the normal cells or our body, without having abnormal or very high side effects. Drugs are chemicals of low molecular mass. They interact with the macromolecular targets which are present in our body and produce a biological response. When the biological response is therapeutic, that is curative and useful, then these chemicals are called medicines. They are used in diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of diseases. So it means that the drugs are those chemicals which drugs are medicines which use positive response or cure the particular disease without affecting the living organisms. If taken in high doses, higher than recommended, most of the drugs will become poisons. And chemotherapy is defined as the science in which chemicals are used for curing the diseases. For example, one of the treatment for cancer is chemotherapy, that is treating the cancer with chemicals. And cisplatin is used as anti-tumor agents in chemotherapy. Drugs can be classified mainly on the criteria outlined as follows. Classification. First classification is on the basis of pharmacological effect, that is medicinal effect or biological effect on our body. This classification is very useful for the doctors because it provides them whole range of drugs available for treatment of particular type of problem. For example, analgesics will give relief from the pain, headache, toothache, body ache, etc. Antiseptics kill or arrest the growth of microorganisms. So if you have any wound, you have to apply antiseptic so that microorganisms do not grow. On the basis of drug action, classification can be done. It is based on how the drug will act in a particular biochemical process. For example, all antihistamines, which are also called anti-inflammatory, inhibit the action of the compound histamine, which causes inflammation in the body. That is why these drugs are called anti-inflammatory. There are various ways in which action of histamine can be blocked, that we'll study in detail. On the basis of chemical structure, it is based on the chemical structure of the drugs, and these drugs which have similar chemical structure or structural features are common, they will have similar medicinal activity or pharmacological activity. For example, sulfonamides have common structure given below. They are N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, para-amino N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. So their biological activity or medicinal activity or pharmacological activity is similar because their chemical structure is similar. On the basis of molecular targets, now drugs usually have specific targets. They interact with the biomolecules like carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. These are called target molecules or drug targets. Drugs possessing some common structural features may have the same mechanism of actions on the targets, means that the action of drugs depends upon the structural feature of that drug. The classification based on the molecular targets is most useful for classification for medicinal chemists. Next, we are taking drug target interaction, that how the drug interacts with the target we are going to discuss. Macromolecules of biological origins perform various functions in our body. Macromolecules means carbohydrates, protein, fats, nucleic acid. For example, proteins, they are when they act as biological catalysts, we call them enzymes, which are crucial to the communication system in our body, and they are called receptors. Carrier proteins carry polar molecules across the cell membranes. Nucleic acids have genetic information for the cell. So here different molecules have different biological functions. Lipids and carbohydrates are structural part of cell membranes. Lipids store energy in the form of fat. Carbohydrates are instant source of energy. Now we are going to explain the drug target interaction with the example of enzymes and receptors. Enzyme as a drug target is our next topic. We know that enzymes are biological catalysts which catalyze a specific biochemical reaction, and they are highly specific in their action. So for understanding the interaction between drug and enzyme, it is important to know how do enzyme catalyze the reaction. In their catalytic activity, they perform two major functions. The first function is the enzyme holds the substrate for the chemical reaction, and enzymes have active sites through which a particular substrate can bind. Active sites of enzymes hold the substrate molecule in a suitable position so that it can be attacked by the reagent effectively. So the active site is the binding site of enzyme and substrate. Substrate bind to the active site of the enzyme through a variety of interactions. In some cases, it is ionic bonding when they are polar molecules. It can be hydrogen bonding or van der Waals force of attraction or dipole-dipole attraction, which is especially between the polar molecules. This is the diagram which shows here we have active site of the enzyme and this is the substrate, and here enzyme is holding the substrate on the active site, and the bonding between enzyme and substrate can be ionic bonding, hydrogen bonding, van der Waals force of attraction or dipole-dipole attraction depending upon the enzyme and substrate, whether they are polar or non-polar or ionic. Accordingly, the type of bonding will be there between them. The second function of enzyme is to provide functional groups that will attack the substrate and carry out the chemical reaction. Drug-enzyme interaction. Drugs inhibit any one of the above mentioned activity of the enzymes. They can block the binding site of the enzyme and prevent the binding of substrate, or they can inhibit the catalytic activity of enzyme. Such drugs are called enzyme inhibitors. That is, many of the drugs suppress or prevent the action of enzymes and act as enzyme inhibitors. Drugs inhibit the attachment of substrate on the active site of enzymes in the two ways. The first way is the drugs compete with the natural substrate for their attachment on the active site of enzymes. Such drugs are called competitive inhibitors. This is the diagram which shows this way. This is the substrate and this is the drug. Both have almost similar shape. So drug and substrate compete themselves to attach the active site of the enzyme. And here drugs block the active site of enzyme because drug has interacted with the enzyme and now substrate will not be able to bind with the enzyme. So it is competitive inhibitors in this case. Drug is a competitive inhibitor. This is the second way. Some drugs do not bind to the enzyme's active site. These bind to the different site of the enzyme, which is called allosteric site. This is the different site. This is the active site. This is called allosteric site where the drug will bind. This binding of inhibitor at the allosteric site changes the shape of the active site in such a way that substrate cannot recognize it. So in the next diagram, I will show you the changed shape of enzyme. This is the changed shape of enzyme, and because active site will change shape, the substrate cannot recognize this shape, and that is why the substrate is not able to attack or form the bond with enzyme. If the bond between enzyme and inhibitor is a strong covalent bond and cannot be broken easily, then the enzyme is blocked permanently. The body then degrades the enzyme inhibitor complex and synthesizes the new enzyme.